So today's video will give you a sense of how much it's going to cost to move up. So let's say you are in a $500,000 house now and you want to move to an $800,000 house as your next move. Okay, so if you look at, there's a whole other conversation around whether or not you want to buy first or sell first. And the advice I usually have for people is whatever you do second has a time frame. Okay, so if even if we chose to buy first, the money still comes a lot of times from the sale of the home, and then you try and match your closing dates up. So what you typically have is you have a listing agent that needs to get paid, and then you're also paying the buyer's agent. So whoever brings you an offer that you like, in most cases it is two agents involved. You have the person representing you as a seller and then the buyer's agent. So both of those need to come off the price. How much is it? So the buyer's agent typically is a 2.5% is what's offered. Okay. And then the listing agent, you could put your home on MLS for almost nothing through some of the for sale by owner sites. And if you do that, you can still choose to pay this, or you can offer $0. That's up to you. So we could say the listing agent could be anywhere from $99 to probably all the way up to about 3%. And these fees are going to have HST on top. Okay, good. Now you're also going to have a lawyer fee. And so there's lawyer fees typically on both sides of the transaction. I usually say to people, this is around $1,000. And then the big one that catches a lot of people up is a mortgage penalty. Okay, so how much is that? You need to call your bank and ask them how much it's going to be. I've seen penalties anywhere from a couple $1,000s to $20,000, which obviously could have a significant impact in your move. So let's just say that we added all this stuff up together and it's a total of about 6% of the price of the home. So we've got about $30,000 worth of costs. And that puts us at $470 as a net out, and then whatever your mortgage balance is. So let's say over the years you've paid off your mortgage and there's about $270 left. That means that you have $200,000 worth of cash. So if you didn't buy anything else, that's what you would have. And so this number typically gets distributed a couple ways. So the first one is the down payment for the next home, for the $800,000 home. The second thing that it'll do is it'll pay for your closing costs, which includes land transfer tax. It includes your lawyer on this side. And so it's a little more on the buying side than the selling side because the lawyer's doing more work. Usually about $1,500, $1,600 should cover that. Your land transfer tax is on a sliding scale. You can find that on any number of mortgage calculator sites. You may also have your insurance premium, which if you're putting less than 20% down, you're going to have an insurance premium. Your PST on that premium cannot be rolled into the mortgage, so it has to be paid as a closing cost. There may also be, actually I should put these as pluses. There may also be an appraisal that the lender requires. Any number of those could add to your expenses. So normally what we say for people is your closing costs are about 2% of the price of the home. So if you're a first-time buyer, you get a rebate off the land transfer tax of $2,000. So if you're a first-time buyer, you might be closer to 1.5%. If you're buying a new home from a builder, this is something a lot of people don't understand. You are looking at significant costs. You're looking at development fees, utility hookups, all kinds of levies and extra costs there. On top of that, obviously, you have things like air conditioning, appliances, fencing, window coverings, which will come up very soon. So a lot of times when we have a client who wants to buy new construction and it's $10,000 or $15,000 less than what you can find in resale, what you're going to find very quickly is that the costs equal out because of the extra closing costs. So the other thing that you can use is the money for furniture, or you can use it for fix-ups. And then the other thing is to eliminate debt. Okay, so if you have a credit card, if you have mortgage rates today at like 2.5%, 3%, 4%, whatever they are, and your credit card is 20%, you have a car loan at 9%, wipe that stuff out. If you have enough equity, get rid of it or roll it all into the mortgage. That's where a good mortgage consultant can help you out. But that's typically, you could put that towards savings, towards kids' education. There's lots of things that you can do with that money. So anyway, that's how the numbers break down. Most people need a minimum of 5% down here. Although on a move up, you're hoping that you've made some money on this side that'll carry forward and hopefully keep you mortgage free. The root word of mortgage, mort, means death, and binding, and gage means a binding commitment. So binding commitment until death is not the most enticing language, and it's definitely something I don't wish for you. If you have questions about moving to a larger home or a smaller home, or just moving in general, give us a call at 905-693-9346. Thanks for watching.